Hi, this is Bobby Thompson with Crochet Guru, and today I'm going to review and talk to you about Hometown USA yarn. The first thing I'm going to do is talk about what's on the label. So first of all, Hometown USA yarn is a Lion brand yarn, and its suggested uses are for blankets, scarves, and hats. A great thing about this yarn is that it's washable and dryable, and you've probably already guessed that it's made in the USA. Now, Lion brand makes 3 different types of Hometown USA yarn, and these types are solids, multicolored, and tweeds. The solids net weight is 5 ounces and it comes in 81 yards. And both the multicolored and the tweeds net weight are 4 ounces and they both are 64 yards long. The solids and the multicolored yarns are made out of 100% acrylic, and the tweeds are made out of 94% acrylic and 6% rayon. All of Hometown USA's yarn is super bulky, and its weight classification is a number 6. Now, the recommended hook size for this yarn is an N or M13, and this is also called a 9mm hook. And the gauge on this label indicates that the average crocheter that uses an N or M13 hook should be able to make a 4x4 inch or a 10x10 centimeter square by crocheting about 6.6 single crochets across, and the square should make about 8 rows. Okay, so let's take a look at how to wash the finished project we will make with this yarn. And the first symbol means that your finished project should be machine washed and cold, and that the water temperature should not exceed 86 degrees Fahrenheit. The second symbol indicates that we shouldn't use bleach, and you can tumble dry your finished project normally. Do not use an iron, and your finished project can be dry cleaned in any solvent. Now that we've reviewed the label, let's go ahead and take a look at the yarn. So first of all, this yarn is available in 74 colors, and I wanted to show you a few of them so that you can get a feel for what they look like. So as you can see, they have some very neutral and soft colors, and they also come in very bright and vibrant colors as well. So the colors I'm showing you now, this one's called Daytona Lemon, this one is called Green Bay, and this one is called Neon Pink. And just a tip about this yarn, instead of pulling the yarn out of the center of the skein, you pull it from the top, and this keeps the yarn from getting tangled. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is have you take a look at a few of the multicolored yarns. And as you can see, they have some basic multicolors, and they also have school or sport team multicolors. So this multicolored yarn is called Spartans, and as you can tell, it was made for the Michigan State Spartan football team. This yarn is called Cowboys, and of course that's made for the Dallas Cowboys football team. The red and blue yarn is called Jayhawks, and this light blue and gray yarn is called Jersey Gardens. So these are just a few examples of the multicolors, and the great thing about these colors is that they would make great school spirit colors as well. Moving on to the tweeds, I have 2 examples to show you. The gray is called Cape Cod Tweed, and the black is called Cambridge Tweed. And I like the tweeds because they have just a hint of color running through them. Lion brand calls these tweed yarns textured yarns, and you can see why. They have a very soft feel, but they look very textured. Charlotte Blue and New York White are the first colors that I used, and I actually purchased them at Joann's for $4.99 a skein, and I thought that was pretty good. And I originally chose this type of yarn because I wanted to make a really thick, soft baby blanket, and this yarn seemed perfect for that. This is the blanket I made using these colors, and I love it. It's really soft and it's really thick. It's a bit heavy, but I wanted that because I like the idea of this being a good floor blanket or baby mat. Overall, this yarn was really easy to work with, and the colors are really pretty and vibrant. It works up really quickly because of how thick the yarn is, and I actually used an M13 hook for this blanket, and as I was working with this yarn, I felt like it stayed on my hook really well, so it was pretty easy to work with. And I like how the stitches turned out because they were a little bit bigger because of how thick the yarn is. The only bad thing that I would say about this yarn is that the ends unravel fairly quickly. So if you make a lot of mistakes and have to keep pulling your stitches out, then you might have to cut off some of the yarn in order to start over again. But other than that, I really feel like this yarn was great and I would definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for watching this short video, and I hope you have a great day.